Hi, Jackson here at Song Mentor. Today's song was written by a fellow named Dino Valenti in the early 60s. It was originally recorded by the Kingston Trio and released under the title Let's Get Together. The version I remember and that most of us remember and fondly remember is the version by the Youngbloods, which was released in 1967. It got a lot more popular on its re-release in 1969 and reached number 5 on the Billboard charts. This is an anthem for peace and love and a great old song. Here's the Youngbloods, Get Together. Okay, well, I've done quite a bit of thinking about the key to do the lesson in, and the original key is love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die, and it gets a little bit high for most people's singing voices. So I thought about taking it way down. Love is but a song we sing, way down to D, but it's a little too low. So I settled on G, which is a nice common chord. And it's going to give us a nice 4-chord song that sits right here. Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. That sounds nice to me. So here are the chords you need in the key of G, and for the opening intro of the song and also for the verses, I'm going to suggest rather than just a plain open G major chord that you play what I call a power G. It contains an extra note, which is the D note on the B string, and it's just a fuller, more chimey open chord, I think, for this kind of airy folk song. I think it works really well. When we get to the instrumental part of the song, I'm going to have you play a regular G, but the power G for the intro and the verses. And so that's created by, instead of your pinky finger just playing the 3rd fret of the 1st string, you flatten it out and play the 3rd fret of both the 1st and 2nd strings. That's what I'm calling a power G. You also need an F major chord, which is basically played like an F bar chord without having to, the stress of having. You can play the F bar chord if you want, or you can just move that 1st finger to cover the first 3 strings at the 1st fret, and then it becomes an F major chord. You also need an open C chord and an open D chord. And as I mentioned earlier, you need a regular G as well for the instrumental part, because we're going to be doing a little bit of picking in there to fill in some melody. So again, just to review, you need that power G, you need a regular open G chord, you need an F major, an open C, and an open D chord. You got it. All right, let's cover strumming, and the first strumming pattern you need is for the verses. And it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Love is but a song we sing, here's the way we die. Okay, work on that one a bit. And the second pattern I'm going to suggest is for the chorus, and it's just a little more lively. Brings the song out a little bit. That's the pattern. It's down, down, up, 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 down. Okay? Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another, down, down, up, down. Okay? Those are the 2 strumming patterns you need for Get Together. Well, let's take a look at this opening riff, and remember that we're a full step down from the actual key of A, which is up here. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to do is take your first finger and place it on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, and your 3rd finger positioned over the 9th fret of the 3rd string, but not on it. Your 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. And what we're doing there is we're picking down on the 3rd string, up on the 2nd, in that position I just showed you, and then down and up, but this time, the 2nd time we play it, we're adding the 3rd finger to the 9th fret of the 3rd string. So and we slide that all down like before we play it again, but this time with our fingers in the 5-7 position. So again, straight to the power G. Let's try that again. Notice on that 2nd power G it sounded really airy. That's because I picked it right at the bridge. And you can create that illusion too. If you listen to the Youngbloods version, it's in there. That very spacey, airy chording is in there. All right, let's put these pieces together. We'll do the intro, a verse, and a chorus, and see how this all works.
Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, or make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now.
Okay, recall that I said we'd, during the instrumental part of the song, we'd work with the regular open G because we had some instrumental work we could include there, some melody work. And so here's how that's going to go. It's going to be working with the G and the F chords. We're not going to do any instrumental picking during the F chord, but during the G, that's the first one. I'm working there with open strings and the C note here and the A note there. And that's just D, E, G, F. You can basically find this because what we're doing is we're working with the melody here. And there's going to be 3 of these. Now the second one, you can find this on your own because you're just working with this G chord. And it just sort of follows along with what you would be singing if you were singing. You're not, so you're picking this out. See what I'm doing there? And I can do all that That's the third one.
Come on, people now.
And then back into a chorus. Okay, so I'm going to let you play around with that a little bit, but you can see the gist of it, that with the G chord, you can play around with the melody and have a lot of fun and be creative there. You know the melody, you know the notes, so just find them and pick it through whilst on the G chord. There you go. Okay, well, we don't have time for a full playthrough of the entire song, but let's go with what we haven't done, which is basically from the instrumental through to the end. And there'll be one little bit in here I haven't shown you yet, but I'll show you that during fine-tuning.
Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody gets together. Try to love one another right If you hear the song I sing, you will understand. Listen. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your trembling hand. Just one key unlocks them both. It's there at your command. Come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Well, I said, come on, people now, smile on your brother. Everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Right now, right now.
Well, a couple things in fine-tuning. You notice I snuck in that little bass line, and I just think it's kind of neat to put, even though you're playing acoustic guitar and doing this as a solo number at a campfire or whatever, it's fun to put this in. So it's a... You mute it a little bit, as much as you like, actually, if you want. If you like that sound, otherwise... So we're playing there the G note, and then our pinky is covering the 5th fret of the 5th and 4th strings. So it's just... And it does it twice, and then right back into... Back up to that. Okay, and the final thing that I didn't really show you earlier was just the very ending of the song. Right now. All I did there was go from G, F, D, G. Hey, there you go, a fitting end. To get together, Jesse Colin Young, the Youngbloods. We'll see you next time on Song Mentor.